Thank you for joining us for this third edition of the Quick Hit video series presented by Eaton Wiring Devices. Be sure to click on the subscribe button to be notified of more videos as they become available. Today we're going to talk about key environmental ratings used in food and beverage and industrial manufacturing applications. This is a precursor to the next several videos dealing with products used in wet or corrosive environments. Let's begin by saying there's two systems which are used to identify these ratings, NEMA and IEC. Both systems define various levels of ingress protection against solids and liquids. These ratings help determine if a product is suitable for the environment in which it will be used. There's over 50 ratings between these two systems, but here's the 6 we'll cover in this video. In addition to environmental protection, they also protect personnel from contact with energized electrical parts. The most common rating in North America is NEMA Type 1, which defines a product intended for indoor use only and may be subjected to limited amounts of falling dirt. Unlike the other 5 ratings we'll discuss, this offers no protection against liquids. A motor controller in a basic steel enclosure is a good example of a NEMA Type 1 rating. The main objective here is to prevent a person from touching any of the terminals on the controller, protecting them from electric shock or burn. Another very common rating is NEMA Type 3R, which is primarily for outdoor use and provides a degree of protection against dripping or splashing water, including rain, sleet, or snow. Here's an example of a motor controller in a Type 3R enclosure, which is often described as being rainproof. Note, this is not the same as saying watertight, which is complete protection against water ingress and is confirmed by several different test methods. NEMA 4X can be for indoor or outdoor use, and it ensures protection against water from more aggressive sources. This is confirmed by subjecting the device to a fire hose for 5 minutes. Here's what the water test looks like. At 65 gallons per minute, the volume and weight of water hitting the sample is rather extreme. IP ratings generally consist of 2 numbers. The first represents a degree of protection against solids, and the second qualifies protection against liquids. The 3 IP ratings shown here all have a 6 for the first number, indicating complete protection from dust in a pressurized chamber. And 6 is the highest number possible. The second number delineates the various levels of protection against water. Devices rated IP66 can withstand a high-pressure water spray for 3 minutes. Here this test is being performed on a series of watertight plugs and connectors. Note the extreme force of the water hitting the test samples. Devices rated IP67 are tested by submerging them in 1 meter of water for 30 minutes. This is often referred to as a temporary submersion rating. Devices rated IP69K can withstand a very high pressure and high temperature water spray for 2 minutes from various angles and locations. Here's an IP69K water test being performed on a pin and sleeve cord set. The water pressure and temperatures are very high. Note the stream vapor filling the chamber as the test progresses. All the other tests we've discussed are performed with water at room temperature and at much lower pressures. It's worth noting that Eaton was the first wiring device manufacturer to develop a product with an IP69K rating. We'll cover Hart pin and sleeve devices in another video. In conclusion, environmental ratings are an important factor to consider when selecting wiring devices applied in challenging environments. Understanding the specifics of these ratings will help the user make a more informed decision. Thanks again for joining us. If you're in the Gulf region and want to learn more about Eaton wiring devices, please contact our agent in your area. There's also a link to each agent website in the section below this video window.